Coverage you can count on continues with Drew Blair.
All right, Nicholas and I have moved outside to where it is really heating up very quickly already. And, you know, on Sunday mornings, sometimes you like to think, maybe I'll just go for a Sunday morning drive. Well, what if you had a really special car to do that in?
Yeah, you can be driving around in style. Of course, we have the big auction coming up next weekend in Auburn. We have Keith Kozak here from Auctions America. Keith, we want to talk about this auction coming up. Since Auctions America has come in, you've made some changes, and we want to hear all the details for next weekend's event.
Well, we've got a great event coming up this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and the great thing that we've got going is Thursday we have a free preview for everybody. We welcome all ages, so it's a great family-friendly event. We expect probably over 500 cars in the auction this weekend, and $10 is a day pass with $25 for a weekend pass, and like we said, we've got the free preview on Thursday, so it's great if people want to just come down and check it out, kind of get a feel, and then they can come back for the auction.
With 500 cars, I'm sure there are some really special ones included in that list. Do you happen to know, is there a specific one you think is going to bring the most money?
There is, actually. We have a 1930 Duesenberg Model J Boattail Speedster, and it's a pretty special car, special to the area in Auburn specifically, but it should bring somewhere between $550,000 and $650,000.
Wow.
For people who want to be a bidder, is that a hard process for them to get involved and get signed up for?
No, not at all. It's pretty painless. It's $100, which gives you and a guest access all weekend. We'll get you VIP access to our VIP lounge, and you can bid. All you need is a major credit card or bank letter guarantee, and it's a pretty simple process.
Of course, you guys have seen the cars sitting behind us. We'll get to those in just a few minutes. I did want to talk especially with today in mind, the Indy 500, and you're actually going to have some Indy cars included in the auction people could bid on?
Yeah, we are. We're going to have a couple of, two actually, IRL Indy cars, and a total of 11 open-wheel race cars. They're all part of a private collection that's being sold at no reserve. So, no reserve is great because it means the car is absolutely getting sold no matter what price it brings. If it brings $5,000 or $500,000, the car's going to get sold. So it's nice because buyers know that they're going to take home that car if they're the top bidder.
Well, let's take a look at some of these beauties that you brought behind us today. What are we looking at here?
The first car we have here is a 1953 Buick Skylark convertible. It's actually one of the cars that collectors talk about as being part of the Triple Crown. And they were built originally for the GM Motorama car shows back in the early 50s. They were kind of like your early concept cars, but they were actually in production. They were hand-built. Of the Skylarks, they only built 1,690, so pretty rare car from the 50s. It's a great car to go out and take a Sunday drive in, and absolutely gorgeous. It should bring somewhere between $125,000 and $150,000.
Of course, you have those white wall tires. You can't go wrong with those.
Can't go wrong. I mean, it's typical 50s fashion, and a lot of features in these cars, these early design cars, were we see today. I mean, 1953, power steering, power brakes, power windows, power top. It's pretty special. So it's a great car.
How about this white convertible here? I have a commercial running on the station right now. I'm driving around in a black convertible. Everybody has been oohing and eyeing about that one, but this really is something.
It's a pretty special car. It's a 1957 Chevrolet Corvette Roadster. One of the most iconic Corvettes ever built. And this car in particular was fully restored. It's a NCRS Top Flight winner, meaning that it went to the NCR show and it was judged one of the top Corvettes. It's a 4-speed with dual quad carburetors, so it really gets up and goes, and it really goes down the road great. I actually drove this one here this morning, and man, it goes down the freeway just as straight as can be, which is nice.
Lucky you. I'm sure you had quite a few people turning their heads on that one.
Yeah, we had a few people turn their heads. We had all 3 cars lined up going down the road, so I think we were getting some attention, but definitely a great collector car. Great sports car too, one of the early sports cars. So.
All right, up next I see an icon that a lot of people are going to recognize, that Mercedes-Benz logo.
Yep, this is a 1967 Mercedes-Benz 250 SE. And it's pretty special because you do see a lot of restored cars, but collectors are just as concerned about originality as they are, a fully restored car. And this is pretty original, or mostly original. Interior's mostly original. I think it's been repainted once since ¡67, and the engine bay's been fully detailed, and it's just a really, really nice driver. Something you can load up the whole family in and go for a drive, on a Sunday afternoon.
All right, Keith, these are beautiful. Thank you so much for driving them down from Auburn for us today. It's just a short glimpse of what you can see out of 500 cars at the Auburn Spring Auction. Again, remind us of the days of the event.
It's June 1st through the 3rd, and like I said, we've got that free preview on Thursday, so we would love to see everybody out there. Bring your kids and family, and we also have a swap meet and car corral that's brought to us by Carlisle Events, so there's really something for everyone.
All right, sounds great. Thank you again for coming out this morning.